it's all a waste. This time, this life, you can't turn your back. Weak hearts, sharp.
Hello, my name's Jamie Ervay. I am a musician slash visual artist slash multimedia artist. I don't know. I kind of do everything. I do some animation, 3D. I do some compositing. I do some digital grading. I just like to make things. That's all. Make things that are interesting and fun for me, and hopefully enjoyable for the viewer slash listener slash consumer.
Can't hide the demons inside of me.
I think they're using visual arts to try to communicate a little more easily when there's something like a language barrier. It's easier to convey your ideas or tell a story that might otherwise be difficult if it was just in text. And I typically use it to do kind of the same thing, but sometimes, like if I'm making a music video, I'll use that video to tell its story that isn't related to what the song is about, but still kind of has a similar message. It might be a little more fantastic or simplified.
The truth is clutching at reality, unleashing the unknown.
Technology is making visual art and imagery instantly available rapidly, but the problem is in the industry is that there's too much going on. It's so flooded with all of this stuff that I'd say 80%, 90% of the time it's garbage, and I have to sift through that, and it's making it even more difficult to find something that is actually worth it, worth watching, worth spending my time on. I think it's just gotten so popular that everyone wants to try to do it, and I know this because I also am a musician. I make good music, but I try to promote that using technology and social networking and all that, but the problem is there's so much garbage coming out. It's nearly impossible to get anyone's attention long enough to even press the play button when it's right in front of them. I think it's having a negative impact on the profession in general, and for true artists that are actually making something that's worthwhile. What popular images do I frequently see throughout the industry? I don't really have an answer for that. I see a lot of, I think there are memes all over the internet, and that's about the most talentless thing anyone could ever make. You're just basically stealing something from someone else and putting your own quote on it, or a quote from someone else. I kind of hate them. I also hate a lot of the little YouTube channel shows that they have. But as far as images, I can't really think of ones that I see over and over again, because you see everything over and over again now because it's available at any time of any day. I can't really say who my favorite visual artist is, but I do like filmmaking and 3D animation a lot. What really gets me about making 3D animation into something that's already been filmed, compositing it in, is the ability to understand how reality kind of works as best that we can in order to make a realistic representation of whatever it is that they're trying to depict. It takes a lot of thought and talent and skills to do that, and I admire that.
A sinking ship is hard to sail. A constant heartache on the run. I never know if you're
I think the only way that my knowledge of famous artworks has influenced my creative process is basically just because I've seen those things before. I like to make things that haven't really been seen. They don't really influence me to try to make anything like them. They enable me to try to push the envelope beyond something that I'm familiar with.